This is the kidney. This is the kidney. This is the external anatomy of the kidney. It is called your renal cap, going to allow transport of the urine that's produced in the kidney down to the bladder. This is your adrenal gland. This is your renal artery. This is your renal vein. This is going to be the inside of your kidneys. You guys can see the structure. This is going to be the outer cortex. This is the medulla region, and this is the hilum region, the same structure we studied with the lung. Okay, so we can see our medulla is going to have pyramids. This is the renal papilla. This is the minor calyx. This is the major calyx. This is the renal pelvis. This represents your urinary system. I can see my right kidney, my right adrenal gland, my left kidney, my left adrenal gland. This is my ureter. Each kidney has a ureter, and your bladder will be sitting here. Thank you. Again, this is the nephron, one of the major functional units or only functional unit of the kidney. We see our renal vein, all in blue. We see our renal artery, all in red. Our renal artery, we'll look at the blood supply of it. It's going to branch into smaller branches, and it is going to lead into the afferent arterioles. That is going to be where blood is going to enter into the kidneys. This structure here is going to be called the renal corpuscle. The renal corpuscle is going to be made up of our glomerulus, the structure that surrounds it, the glomerulus. All of this tan-looking color structure is going to be considered our renal tubule, and the region closest to the renal corpuscle or Bowman's capsule or glomerulus capsule, also called, would be the proximal convoluted tubule. Proximal because it's the closest to this structure. Convoluted because it's twisted up. Can you see how it's twisted? So this is your proximal convoluted tubule. When it straightens out, it becomes our descending loop of Henle, our hairpin loop. And now we're going to ascend. So our ascending loop of Henle. It starts to twist up. So now this is the structure that is furthest away from this structure. So this becomes the distal convoluted tubule. And again, this is now our collecting duct. It is collecting what is going to be waste, the urine. It will then enter into the ureter at the hilum of the kidney and be transported to the bladder. The red vessels that you see here are going to be how we're going to reabsorb what we want to hold on to within the body back into our blood supply. These structures here are called the vasa recta. Vasa recta. You also see them here around the convoluted tubules, the proximal and the distal. If they're around this region, they are going to be called our peritubular capillaries. So the red structures here are the peritubular capillaries. If they're here around this nephron loop, they are the vasa recta. Thank you.